We've got the front bench that was announced last night. Richard, was Tanya Plibersek demoted?
No. The environment portfolio is a critical portfolio. We regard it as front and centre in terms of Labor's agenda. I mean, the former government may have relegated its importance, but environment and water has always been a major priority for Labor. It's an enduring passion of Tanya Plibersek, and I know that she's very excited about the opportunity of taking this portfolio.
But can you see why people are seeing that as a demotion, though? Because she had been on education as a shadow minister. She had been very effective. She's one of the Labor Party's most effective communicators, for that matter. And then all of a sudden she's not on it. People know that she's probably not the best friends with the new Prime Minister. Do you see that?
I don't, actually. I don't see any of that. Well, what I do see, I completely agree with the fact that Tanya Plibersek is one of our very best communicators. She is a fantastic performer. I completely agree with that. But people change roles. That happens in the establishments of new cabinets, particularly in the aftermath of elections. It happens whenever there is a reshuffle. This is a really critical role, and we need one of our very best performers in it, and that's why Tanya is there.
Just a final one here. I'm not sure even you can answer this in 30 seconds, Minister, but how are you going to address the capability gap between the Collins class and nuclear submarines?
Look, it's a really good question. I don't have the answers up front. I mean, there's a lot of work to do. I think that the most important point to say to you in 30 seconds is this is just about the #1 priority for me coming into this portfolio.
Okay, and what are you going to do? And again, this can't be done in a short answer, but what are you going to do to reform defence to stop waste and the botching of projects?
Well, we're going to have consistent, thoughtful application of policy and behaviour. And that's not what we've had from the former government. You know, we're not going to politicise defence procurement. We're actually going to do it in the national interest. We're not going to call press conferences before elections for the purposes of winning votes, when actually there are really critical matters of national security at stake, and that's going to be our focus. I mean, a short answer to that is our focus is going to be on our national security and the Australian people. Our focus is not politics.
Okay, your predecessor, I know you're friends with Peter Dutton. Has he given you any advice in the defence portfolio?
He has sent me his best wishes, and I really do appreciate that. And obviously, it's been a big week for Peter, and I've sent him mine. You know, at a personal level, I'm actually very proud of him. At a professional level, the gloves are off.
Okay. Richard Marles, appreciate your time. Thank you. We'll squeeze in a few questions there, so thank you. We'll talk to you soon.